said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to John O. Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Houston Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Cougars' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. Looking to throw, it's Bickley. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one, make that first impression.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So Houston's offense has its first opportunity of the day. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them, and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. A run to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early...
Oh, he's got some space. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Bickley. Snagged out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He has the first and still on his feet. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throw off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
They just keep firing. right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Browning.
Well, listen, the defense knew coming into this one they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down.
He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars trying to cash it in on first and goal. Might be changing the route. They'll run it on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring it.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And some room to work. There he goes. The 40. The 30. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. He now has 85 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that's a big missed opportunity there, and sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just rush it, you hurry it. This quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit and take the time and hit that open guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Running back searching for a hole. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there after the 35. How about these two running games so far. Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Makes the catch. It's Graves. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw for it. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. On fourth down, going to the air. Finds his man.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. He might want another play. Leaves it with the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They want to continue this long drive. Ninth play coming. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Houston.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum. And that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders. Defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. Coming out with it, it's Miles. stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Bickley. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
We're watching this DB on film. I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
He's got it on the move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Okay, ready?
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete to the left. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar!
Man, oh man, what a day his his third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything, and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Miles. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Bickley. Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. Still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive from the 42. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Bickley. Using the quick game. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Abraham. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And the third down pass is incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw it.
Breaks into the open. He's piled up 76 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Back to throw, it's Bickley. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
Gashing the knee on the right. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime. Maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage.
Turning it on! They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got the quick pass. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man on the right. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Using his legs, it's Frost. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after big play up top.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. Gives it on the option. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up 3rd down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. The Irish send out the punt unit. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires left. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Under fire. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets it out quickly. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of...
It's a fumble! They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. 2nd down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football.
He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
This is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. On the move at the 30. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. The Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well give it to him again. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? He now has 80 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. Smashes through the tackle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score, so they might try to score again.